Hello everyone. In this video we'll cover arrow function. In the previous videos we have covered function expression and function declaration. Please go and check the previous videos as it contains a lot of details on function declaration and function expression. This video is more focused on arrow function, so we'll cover a bit about what is function declaration and function expression. Also, for those who are new to my channel, please subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon for more updates. Arrow function is used to reduce the line of codes when writing a simple or a small function. An arrow function was introduced with ES6 version. So when you write a small function, it is recommended or it is good to write with arrow function because it reduces the line of code that is required. But when we have big and complicated functions, then it's difficult to write it with arrow function because the complication increases with the line of code and the parameter involved in that. So this is a basic example how exactly an arrow function looks like. So if you see here, this is a symbol that we have to use when you write arrow function, and that's why it's called an arrow function. So example over here is shown something like that. So similar to our function expression, we are saving the particular function into a particular variable, but the syntax over here is different. So we'll see this in the upcoming session in the same video. So let's get started. I will go to my Visual Studio Code. Now I will start with my first function, that is a function declaration. So it is already covered as a part of my previous videos. For those who are not aware about this, please go back and check my previous videos. So this is my first function. So I will say my name. So it's a very simple function, so not to worry about anything. And I will just pass a parameter here. I will say name. I will give a console. My name is, and I will use a plus symbol here, and I will say name, and I will say my name, and I have called this. Now I will go to my browser and refresh it. So you can see it's saying my name is undefined. Okay, because I have not given anything over here. So I will say Gagan. I will save this, go to the browser and refresh it. So you can see it says my name is Gagan. So this is a simple function declaration. Now I want to use the same thing as a part of function expression. I will comment this and I will simply copy this particular code from here and comment it as well. Save it here and I will remove this, save it in a variable, and that's it. So this is a function expression where we don't have any name of variable or a function, and we are saving the entire function into a variable, and simply we are calling this particular variable over here with the parameter. So if I refresh this, you can see it says my name is Gagan. So this is about function expression. Now let's talk about arrow function. I will again comment this and we talk about arrow function. So arrow function is again something similar, but it has some new things to add in this. So I will say a new variable which says my name with arrow, let's say, and I have to give the parameter name here. So I will give, let's say, a name as name, that's the parameter name, and I have to provide a arrow symbol over here, and then we have to provide the body that is something like this, and save it. And now I can call this particular method or the function by providing the name here and save it. I'll go to the browser and first see if it is working. And yes, it is working. It says my name is, and okay, so we have not provided the name here, so that's why it is failing. I will just go back to the browser and refresh it. You can see it is working now. So let me explain you what exactly we are doing. So if you see over here, in case of function expression, what we were doing is we were trying to save the entire function into a variable, But in this case, we're using some keywords called function, and then we have brackets and all. So in this case, it was having some extra code, and with arrow function, we are trying to reduce that. So if you see here, we are again saving the entire function into a new variable. But the thing is here, we are not using some other keywords, and we are directly passing the parameters to the function body. So we don't have any curly braces here, and we are simply using it. So this is a basic about arrow functions. So if you see here, there is only one parameter and there is nothing in return. So as I say here, arrow function is good when you have a single line of code or less line of code. So in this case, since it is only one line of code, we are not using anything for return or anything for parameters. So we are not using any curly braces also. But what if I have a big function to write? So let's say I will just write a new function here with, let's say, declaration only. So I will say again declaration, and I will write a function which takes, let's say, 2 input, which says my health detail, and it says my height, and the other is, let's say, my weight. And now what we're trying to do is here, we are trying to add some things for this particular variable. So I am saying I want to declare one more variable which says my new height is equal to, let's say, height plus 5, and I have one more variable which is my new weight, which says weight plus, let's say, 4. And in the last, I am just saving it in a new variable, and I will say my details, and I am just adding details. I'm saying my new height is plus my new height, and my new weight is, and with this we are trying to simply give a console log. Let's call this. So I will say my health details, I will say my height is, let's say, 100, and my weight is, let's say, 50. I'll save it. I'll go to the browser again and refresh this. So it says my weight is undefined. So I believe I have missed something here. Let's refresh it again. And yes, it says my new height is 105 and my new weight is 54 because it's adding it over here. Now let's say I want to write the same method in the format of arrow function. So I want to write arrow function for this. Now how to write this? Because if you see here in the previous example that was over here, we are only having one line of code that was being used and there was nothing here for parameters. Now with this thing, it becomes a bit difficult now. So for this, it's again a bit different, but it's still easy. So I will say my health details with arrow. So this is a new parameter that I have created, or a new variable. And now I will do one thing. Since I have two parameters now, so I will simply copy it over here. So we have to use this particular brackets over here, and then we'll use again the arrow symbol. And now since we have multiple lines of code, we have to use curly braces in this case, similar to the one that we used previously. So I will write something here and we'll simply copy this particular code and paste it here. I'll copy the same code here and paste it here. Now I will comment this code and we'll try to run this code and then see what exactly it does. I will save it, go to the browser, refresh it. It says something is not defined, my health details, because we have used something else. So I'll just save it again and I will refresh it, and you can see it is working fine now. So now if you see what exactly we have done, if you compare with this function declaration with function array function over here. So difference only over here is like we are not using any term, that is the function keyword, and we are not defining the function name itself at first place. But we're trying to create a new variable that is over here, and we're saving the entire function this particular variable. So now if you see, there is not much difference if you use a function declaration or a arrow function, because we have too much line of code and we have multiple parameters as well. That's why I said in the starting itself, if you have a simple function or a function which contains only one line or few lines of code, then only arrow functions make sense. And it's up to you if you want to use arrow function also. It will not harm you in any way, but as per me, it doesn't make much difference. So I always use arrow function for my coding practice whenever I have very less lines of code. So this is what we have seen here with arrow functions. Also now we can return it if we want. So we can return this. So we'll simply copy this here and I will just call it here with a console log, just to show like how exactly return works with this. I'll save it and I will comment this declaration again, and I will again refresh my browser, and yes, you can see it is working fine with return as well. So this is all about an arrow function. So we have seen what exactly an arrow function means, how to use it, how to create an arrow function, and how it differ from function declaration and a function expression. And also I have also told you like why and when to use an arrow function. So thanks a lot for watching this video. Please do like, subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon for more updates. Thank you. Bye bye.